Hey everybody, I'm Jaron Frost.
And I'm Rachel Frost.
And we're going to show you how to play Villages. Okay. Here we have our deck of cards. This is 72 game cards. You're also going to get some reference cards, as well as these low score and high score cards. Make sure you take these out of the deck when you start and shuffle everything else together. Okay. And then deal 8 to each player. To start a discard pile, you're going to flip over one card for each player. So since we have 2, we're going to flip over 2 cards, and that's the start of our discard pile. So the point of this game is to collect cards of the same color, as many as you can. As you can see, each of these cards is a little unit. So it has a name, a color, colored border, some ability text there, and some power and gold. The goal is going to be the points that this card is worth at the end of the game. So you're going to want to collect as many of those as you can. Alright, now since I dealt, Rachel's going to go first, and each turn consists of a couple of different steps. The first step is always drawing, so you're going to draw 2 cards. It can be 2 from the top of the deck, 2 from the top of the discard, or 1 of each. Doesn't really matter. You can draw 1 from the deck and then decide you want the one from the discard. That's okay. So, Rachel, you want to draw 2?
I want the purple card.
Okay, so she picked up both from the discard pile. And so, that was the draw phase. Now we have the build phase. Build phase is basically laying down one set of cards. You can only build 1 new village per turn. That's laying down these set of cards. That's a village. It has to be 3 or more of the same color. Since she has 3 purples, she can lay those down, and that's a village. She's going to score these points at the end of the round.
That village is worth 5 points.
Yeah, so she's got 5 points so far. Unless I steal some or whatever. And then another part of the turn is the action phase. That is either discarding 1 card, or you can attack other players to try to steal some of their cards from their villages. But since I don't have any yet, there's nothing to steal. So she just discarded a card. And now it's my turn. So I'm going to draw. I actually want this blue card. And I'm going to draw one from the deck. So now I have 3 blue cards. I'm going to lay those down. And that is my blue village. So I actually have 2 other purple cards here. She has a purple village. In this case, I might want to steal one of her purple cards so that next turn I can lay down another village of purple cards. And in order to do that, I can launch an attack instead of discarding. So, who do I want to attack with? That's the question. Let's go with this guy. So I have 2 options when I'm choosing to attack. I can either send the guy out from one of my villages, like say this thief. He's going to stay face up, so she knows what's coming and if she can beat it or not. Or I can play something from my hand face down. That's called hiring a unit. The advantage there is obviously the element of surprise. She doesn't know what it is. But even if this guy wins, he's going to go into a pile called the graveyard. Each player has their own graveyard. That's negative points at the end of the round. You have to pay him off for fighting. Whereas if this guy would win, he would get to go back to his village and still be points for me. But I'm going to send out this guy to attack her purple village. And now she has to choose someone to defend herself with. She chose the thief. As you can see here, the thief just has 1 power, but its ability text says that even if you lose with the thief, you get to steal a card from the other person's hand. So that's probably what she's going for there. Flip over any face-down cards. The unit with the higher power wins. Now, this is interesting because we both have 1 power, but the assassin's ability text says always wins when hired to attack, not defend. So because I'm hiring him, playing him face down, to attack, his power doesn't even matter. He's always going to win no matter what he comes up against. Now, because I won, I get to choose a reward. So the available rewards are I can either destroy this unit, which is send it to the graveyard. That can be my reward, just kill him off. Or I can take either him or one of these cards. I can have my choice of any of these cards. I am going to take that assassin, I think.
No.
Oh,
That means
and
the
actually,
thief gets to go back home.
yeah. Before we do that, though, we have to do the thief's thing, because you can't steal the card that I just stole from you. So I'm gonna shuffle up. Sorry. All right, pick a card, any card. Whew. So she didn't take one of my purples, which would have totally thwarted me. So now I'm going to take her assassin. And because I laid this down already during my turn, that's my one set per turn. I can't lay down another one. This guy's going to go in my graveyard because I hired him. And the thief gets to go back home because he came from a village. And I didn't decide to kill him. That's the end of my turn. I don't discard because I already attacked. And now it's Rachel's turn.
There's no cards in the discard pile, so I have to draw from the deck.
Yep.
And I cannot build any more villages.
Guess you gotta
And
attack or
I
discard.
don't want anything that you have. So, goodbye, sheep.
Okay. Let's see. Don't want that. Don't want that. Well. So, have my purples from last turn. Gonna lay them down. Now, this builder is kind of an interesting card. His ability text says, allows buildings in this unit's village. There are gray cards in the deck that don't really belong in their own village. They are animals and buildings. Basically, they're sort of like wild cards. They can go into any village, but there are prerequisites for them. So there has to be a farmer in a village before you can add animals, and there has to be a builder before you can add buildings. I don't have a farmer, so I can't add that sheep, but if I had something like a castle in my hand, I could add it here to my purple village. So I did my draw and build. Now I can choose to attack her again, which might still be a good option because she doesn't have very good defenses. I think
That's
I'll do
so
it.
rude.
It's part of the game. Alright, I'm sending out my knight. He's only got 2 power, but she's only got
Okay.
1 of each, so. Alright, so, got 2 here. He would get 3 if he was defending, but he only has 2 because he's attacking. She's just got the 1 again. So the knight wins. She gets to take a card from my hand, though, because of the thief's ability. And this time I'm going to take this thief.
No.
Tired of it being used against me. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. Horrible person, you. Ah, that's no good. That's no good either.
Still don't have another
I
set.
can't build another village.
Do you
Look,
have
I
anything,
have 3 sets of 2.
anything you want to steal from me?
And then I have buildings. And a stupid chicken. I do have something I want to steal from you, but I don't have anything I can steal it with. At least, not without messing up one of my village ideas. So I guess, goodbye, chicken.
Okay. Draw 2 cards. Alright, no matches this time. And I could totally obliterate her purple village, but that would just be mean. I'm gonna let it stand for now. And just discard this.
Woo!
Is that one you needed?
Yes! Builder.
So now you probably have a set of 3.
Yep.
Alright, you're gonna lay this
Move
down.
my scout out of the way.
And also, it's important to remember that animals and buildings don't count toward the 3 you need to build a village.
Otherwise,
so
I would have had that a long
if she'd
time
had
ago.
the builder and the princess and a castle, those 3 by themselves couldn't be a village. But because she has archer, princess, builder, That can be a village. Then you start adding the buildings.
I'm gonna put that on this side.
Oh, you got a lot of buildings.
Yeah, I have lots of buildings. And I'm going to put a dragon in here for now.
So she's got an inn, which says that she can add a card of a different color to this village. Just one. So she decided to put this dragon in this inn. Normally it wouldn't go there, obviously, because it's a different color. So that's your build phase, right?
Yep.
Right, what else are you going to do?
Discard a farmer.
Okay. Man. Oh, I can add that. No more matches yet. There's nothing I want to steal right now, so I'll just discard that.
Woohoo!
Another one?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Ooh. I can put 4 units in this village. I have... Now, since it's been a turn, I'm going to take this dragon back.
Right, that's part of the inn's abilities. You can take it back after one turn.
And put a king in there instead.
Ooh, the king. So let's show him what the king does. King is the most valuable unit in the game. He doesn't have any gold by himself, but what he does is he doubles everything else that he's with. So she actually has a pretty big village here, and now she has a king in there, which is going to be huge points. So maybe I shouldn't have been so nice when she just had a scout. Alright, you discarded. I'm going to take that. Ooh, nice. Alright, I got 2 yellows, so I'm going to build a yellow village. Got 3 each now, right? That's pretty good. Okay, so things are winding down here. Let's see if I can... Okay, I think I can end it here. This is another thing you can do on your turn is give away up to 3 cards to other players. This usually doesn't happen until the very last round to kind of get rid of the cards in your hand. If you're the first person to get rid of all the cards in your hand on your turn, you get 10 extra points, 10 extra gold at the end. And that also starts the last round where every other player gets one last chance to do whatever they can, and then you count up your gold. So, I have a farmer in this yellow village, finally, so I'm going to add this bunny. Oh, come on, I gotta be able to use this. Okay, I can give her this green card. That's one of my 3 that I can give her. And then...
It's only worth 1 point.
Yeah, it's only 1 gold, so it's basically getting me more if I go out. I'm going to use this bunny's ability. So, you can't use animals from your hand, but most of them will do kind of like a one-time effect. You have to be able to put it in a village before you can use it. This bunny acts like a skip, so I'm going to put it into my graveyard, like it says. It says destroy, which is put into your graveyard, in order to skip another player's next action phase. That's the discarding or attacking. So I'm going to skip her next action phase with the bunny before I end my turn by... I'm going to do it. I'm going to attack her purple village, that lonely purple card.
Hiya!
Okay, so she's going to hire too. You can't really see what's going on down here.
Nope.
Let's see. Okay. Oh. Alright. My warrior gets a +1 for attacking, bringing him up to 3, but that's not enough to face the mighty dragon, who has 5. So he loses.
I should have used my archer.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Warrior and the dragon both go to our graveyards because they were both hired, and that's the end of my turn. So I got rid of all my cards. That means I get 10 extra points, and Rachel has 1 last turn to do whatever she can. She also got rid of her cards, but it wasn't on her turn, so she's gonna still draw 2 cards. She'll probably be able to get rid of them.
Or not.
What are they?
Well, I can just.
You can give them
I
to
can
me.
give that to you, I guess, and then I can't discard.
Right, because I skipped you. So
Yep.
you're stuck with that one.
Yep.
Haha. Okay, so anything left in your hand or in your graveyard is negative points. Everything down here on the table is positive points. So her green village is gigantic. She'll probably want to count up all the rest of the gold and then double it with the king and then add the rest.
10, 21.
So 21 in the green times 2,
Times 2.
42.
Yep.
And then plus whatever these are. That's
Yep.
crazy.
42, 46, 47, 48 points.
And I ended up with 20 plus 10 for going out first, so I got 30. How many do you have?
48? Is that
48?
what I said? I can't remember.
That sounds about right. So she ended up, even though I got the 10 extra points, she ended up getting a lot more thanks to that king, which is pretty awesome. So that's the end of one round. You would write down your scores, and then you would distribute these high score and low score cards to whoever earned them. So since Rachel had the higher score, I'd give her that. I'd take the low score card. It would stay in front of us for the whole next round. And then there are certain cards in here that refer to the person who owns that card, like the goblin, for instance. It says +2 power against the player with the high score card. So if I used this card, he would end up with 4 power instead of 2, so I could use it to try to take her down. Whereas the hero card gives a bonus to the player with the low score card. So actually in a 2-player game I get both bonuses, but if there's 3 or more players, there's kind of some interesting dynamics that happen there. So you'd shuffle the cards together and deal again and keep playing rounds until you get to 100 points. And that's the game. So thanks for watching.
If you have any questions about the game, you can contact us at facebook.com/villagesgame.
Or you can send me an email at jarenfrost@fridgecrisis.com. Thanks for watching.
That's it.
You guys are awesome.